Yo, good morning, good fellas. Good morning, good fellas. It is not exactly morning, but I'd like to wish you a morning, good morning, because quite most of you have just woken up. So it's quite good manners to say hi to your old friends, all friends. Why would you do that? Oh, that was close. The reason because is because it's a beautiful morning. Every day is an improvement day, but today it is a real improvement. It is a real improvement, and I'm trying to get real growth than pretending that I'm improving or maybe growing. Because to be honest, for the longest period of time right now, I have been pretending to be working hard. I have been pretending to get everything in hand, but it is all been a plan. And I was working and thinking that plan is implemented, but I just made a plan. So I decided that because working on the plan is the most difficult thing. Having an idea is simple, execution is the most difficult thing, and I've been procrastinating and trying not to work on that thing. Right now I'm doing the same thing. I prefer on to doing the least I can. Instead of doing the best I can with my time. So right now we are going to finish on the business plan that we made. I want to execute on that, because making the plan is simple, execution is much more difficult. So I'll have to do that. Look for the project. No, first of all, before I look for that project, I have one project. I have one project I'm working on. Two projects I'm working on personally, But for the company and for Helpless Industries, I think I'm going to find another plan for. I'm going to find their own plan. I think the extra, it is going to be my own. So I'll have to go and look for another project which is much better, which will need a group of people to work on, because I feel like if I decided I can work on these projects by myself, but since I want to have a team and I want to manage people and to tackle on much more bigger problems that I can tackle myself, so I have to look for better projects, and this project must be problem oriented. Anyway, I'm having a good time. Honestly, I'm having a good time, I can't lie. So let's start making this video. No, let's start coding. No, let's start planning. Now, to say, I'm starting to make sense. You have to look for a way. You have to look for a good way you can spend your money well. You have to look for a way you have to spend your money well. So I think I'm wasting a lot of time as it is powering up. Let me try to I know you must be wondering and asking yourselves, what the fuck is this guy doing? What the fuck is he doing? Yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. Let's see if that's true. Let's see if that is true. Okay. Oh. Hey, what's up, people? So I just finished working on what I was making. I just wanted to make a good refrigerator for my PC, because my PC it is a little bit potato PC, so I have to complement it with external fans, which when I changed this, it is a long story. When I changed the power source from a powerful charger, damn, that lighting is boring as fuck. This is the most boring lighting I've ever seen. Much better. Much better. So what I will be doing is I said that I will have to change. Okay, what am I doing? I'll have to. Look. I need a guide that will get me on how to build this system. So the first thing was the mission document is finalized. Yeah, equity system. Project template. Okay, let's look at the project template and look at few projects. So I'll have to look for a timer. Let me look it. Let me look it at my extensions. I have a timer somewhere. Let me look it at my extensions. A timer? Yeah, I get a timer. So I will set up a timer of 10 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes to come up with the project that I will be working on, and the project that I will have to send, and to come up with the plan on how I will send these projects. So I think first of all, I will have to go and look at the project template. Let's look at the project template. It seems that I don't have a project template. I'll have to go and look for the project template on my chat GPT, on where I ask the questions, and try to find out how I'm going to make that work. But the one thing I find most difficult is time is running out, and my PC is kind of slow. I don't know if I saved it. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. The page is saying verification is taking long. Why is the verification taking longer than it's supposed to? Why? Don't I pay for good internet? My internet speed is good. I don't know. I don't know why OpenAI keeps on playing games with me, and I don't like playing games with them because I don't play games. I don't usually play games at all. Just a moment, verifying. Why does it need to verify every single fucking time? And it is being verified by Cloudflare. So Cloudflare verifies these things. Shit, it is not working. It ain't working, bro. Let me open another panel. Let me open another tab. Let me open another tab and see how it works out. If it doesn't, then there's a problem somewhere. Then I don't know. Maybe I'll have to start afresh. I don't care. But it will be better if I found out the canvas that I used last time making this project. It will work much easier. So what I'll have to do is ask, do you remember the okay, we have a problem somewhere. get this out, put it back in. Okay, so what I'm saying is that I'm going to ask the chat GPT if remember the employees organization employees organization plan you were making, and help me come up with a project template that is going to analyze the project, state how it is, state everything about it and problems it's going to solve, and other details I may have missed, it should explain everything to the candidates who will be working on it, from the roles needed to everything a project will need. So this is Hevloy's project. This is Hevloy's project blueprint template. Hevloy's project blueprint template. Purpose of this document. This blueprint exists to fully define Hevloy's project so that any qualified candidate can understand what is being built, why it matters, and how it works. Okay, project identity, project type, project stage, the owner who's accountable, start date, target milestone, strategic claim. Okay, I don't know. Is this what I was looking for? They're saying, a final note, if any section of this project cannot be completed clearly, the project is not ready to execute. I have created a comprehensive heavyless project blueprint template. This is not a generic project template. This is an operator. Okay. We said, So I think I've found a good template which I'm going to use to operate these kinds of projects. So we have the project name, project type, either it is a product, service, internal system, research, marketing, or infrastructure. Business context, it is a startup, a scale up, an enterprise, maybe it is independent. The project stage, is it discovery, validation, is it on building stage, launch, scale, or sunset? Project sponsor, this is the person or entity funding the project, authorizing the project. Also the project lead or the owner, this is someone who I will appoint, or maybe someone who came up with the project, then they will have to lead, and this is someone who's who's going to be accountable for that project. That this is one neck to choke. So the second thing, we have problem definition, reality based. Okay, problem definition. The problem statement, describe the problem in one sentence that can be proved for true or false. Who has this problem? The primary users, the customer, or the internal team. Secondary stakeholders affected. The cost of the problem, quantity of impact where possible. Let's say the cost of the problem, this is the revenue, where the revenue is lost, where time is wasted, where operational inefficiency, risk to exposure, or a missed opportunity. The reason why this problem matters now must be included. What changed recently that makes this problem urgent? Okay, we have to have existing solution and gaps, current ways this is handled, like the tools, the processes, and the workarounds. Why they fail, incentive misalignment, poor execution, costs, scale limits, complexity. This section prevents reinventing broken wheels. Okay, we have then project objective and success criteria. The primary objective, what must be true for this project to be considered a success. Non-objectives, what is this project explicitly will not try to achieve. Success metrics. Metrics must be observable. Metrics must be observable and time bound. Solution. So, solution design, solution summary, explain the solution clearly without jargon, how the solution works, describe the mechanism step by step, key assumptions, list assumptions that must hold true, validation plan, how these assumptions will be tested clearly, scope definition. In scope, features, deliverables, and capabilities out of scope. Explicit exclusions. Scope discipline separates professionals from amateurs. Project structure and roles. Responsibility and decision authority. A typical real-world roles: the project sponsor, funding plus strategic direction, project lead, delivery plus trade-offs, product, domain owner, technical lead, execution team, ops and design, etc. Question and answer risks, compliance if applicable. Decision model. Who decides? Scope changes, budget changes, timeline changes. Expectations of the project lead. The project lead is accountable for translating strategy into execution. Okay. Now I found this. This is the template. Okay. So, time, resource allocation, budget, approved budget, spending controls, time at expected duration, people, dedicated versus shared resources. Successful companies allocate resources explicitly. Failing ones assume availability, risk and dependency management. Non-risk, risk, likelihood, dependencies, anything outside the team's control. Governance and reporting frequency, how often status is reported, escalation rules, when issues must be raised immediately, review gates, decision points to continue, pivot or stop, launch and delivery plan. What complete means? Rollout strategy, how the solution is introduced. Ownership, post-launch, who maintains it after delivery. Post-project evaluation, what worked, what failed, lessons applied forward. This is how organizations compounding learning. Final principle, real projects succeed not because of ideas, but because of authority, incentives, and execution are aligned. This document exists to enforce alignment. So, what I will deliberately build into it, and why it matches real life. A single ownership, one project sponsor, one project lead. This mirrors successful companies avoid committee paralysis. Problem first, not solution first. The template forces cost of problem and urgency. This is how serious companies justify allocating people and money. Number 3, explicit non-objectives. Mature teams say no in writing. This is how scope creep is prevented in real world. Decisions model. Who decides scope, budget, and time is written down, This standard in high-performing organization, absent in failing ones. Resource realism. Time, people, and budget are allocated explicitly. No, we'll figure it out later. That is a fantasy. Governance and key gates. Review points where projects are continued, pivoted, or stopped. This is how successful companies protect capital and focus. So, how big and successful companies actually allocate? How big and successful companies actually allocate projects? Projects exist to solve specific costly problems. Sponsors allocate budget and authority, not just encouragement. Leads are chosen for judgment, not enthusiasm. Teams are small, cross-functional, and time-bound. The progress is measured in outcomes and not activity. So, how early stage but successful startups differ? Linear roles, same clarity, faster validation cycles, brutal prioritization, shorter feedback loops. How failing organizations differ? Vague ownership, no kill criteria, metrics defined after execution, leadership shielded from bad news. So, in the next 24 hours, we'll take any real project I am considering and fill only section 2 and section 4 and section 7, problem, objective, and the roles. If you cannot name the problem, cost, success, and metrics, so this is what I'm going to do. So I'll have to come and copy paste. Copy that bullshit. Copy that. So I'll have to come. I want to drink water. I feel like I have to drink water. Now, Now I think I know. Now I think I know how I will be approaching this project. So find the project, send GPT the template, try to see if it will work out, and try to see what the fuck am I doing. Am I urinating on myself? This is the problem of being a person who is alone and living with ADHD, which is unstructured. So, you might be wondering, how will this be even possible? Yeah. And since you are wasting a lot of your time, how are you going to achieve this? Honestly, I think I'm falling back. I think I'm falling back again to that procrastination stage that I was. How can I prevent that from happening? How can I prevent that from happening? I will be recording a video. I will be recording a video. Look, I'll just connect this to the PC. I'll just connect this to the PC and record a video whenever I feel that I have finished working on that thing that I want to talk about, and I have come up with something that I want to talk about to the camera directly, instead of just sitting there and having to go live or live stream every single fucking time. I think that is the only way it is going to work, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to work that way very much. I just recorded for 65 minutes straight.